you're still here. Me too. If you keep showing up, I'll keep showing up. Okay, my name is Lauren Heistad. We're making our way through my book, Homecoming, and today is chapter 10. It is called Dreamtime. I'm a lucid dream walker. A lucid dream walker is someone who utilizes their dream state to journey, heal, teach, learn, and ultimately work on a soul level while my body is still peacefully resting in bed. I would describe dream walking as multitasking supersized. Although I believe I have done this my entire life. It was not until more recently, and when I say that, the first book that I wrote, called Activating Your SOULworks within the Trilogy series here, was written in 2012. So, it's been a while. But, yeah. When I say more recently, it's been a little bit of a journey. Okay. Now, at one point, I believed I only experienced crazy and bizarre dreams because of an overactive imagination. I would visit strange lands, witness historical events, or have premonitions on what is yet to come, without truly realizing what I was encountering was real. Even when the events would later transpire, I would always chalk them up to coincidence. Looking back, I could even see how some of my friends and family were always interested in hearing my dream stories. They were way more open to the dreams being something more than just fantasy or nightmares. However, at the time, I was more skeptical. I was the one that was more skeptical. Yeah, I found my dreams odd at times, and sometimes did wonder about their origins, but there was always an element of self-doubt. After all, just like you, I came into this world with no user manual. Would have been handy, wouldn't it? But I didn't have a user manual to clearly explain all these oddities within my life. And so, I was always trying to logically clarify how I could have known future events before they occurred. Perhaps I had unconsciously heard about the situation the day before. I would reason. Even without realizing, I could have then conveniently added the scenario into my dreams. Perhaps that was it. After my first theory proved wrong, time and time again, I was still always looking for plausible explanations. Maybe I was causing the events to unfold. Was it possible to put enough energy behind an idea while sleeping to make it occur? Is it possible to accidentally create an event without even realizing it? Wow, that's actually a scary thought. Some of my dreams were about destruction, natural disasters, and human violence. Surely my mind was not creating this chaos. Besides, my mind was usually full of more pleasant thoughts. I reasoned with myself. But if I was not causing it, where was the information and experiences coming from? Well, it took two large and distinctive events transpiring in actual events. Distinctive dreams, sorry. It took two large and distinctive dreams transpiring into actual events before I could finally bring clarity to my questions. Both events appeared in the news shortly after my dreams occurred, with me always knowing more details than the media. The facts were staring me straight in the face, man. Somehow, I was accessing details of events as they transpired. even though it would take many more experiences before I fully understood the scope of my dream walking, I could no longer deny I was in fact somehow walking the earth in spirit to access information at night. The first event was unfortunately a missing persons case. I clearly witnessed in my dreams how events did transpire, the night an innocent young woman went missing. In my dream, I could see what she saw. I could feel how she felt, and I even heard conversations as the night unfolded. I saw what the lady was wearing, the car she was in, who was with her, where her body would be found, and specific events leading up to her death. On that note, I woke up with a start, my heart pounding. It took a long time to calm myself down. After all, I had never really experienced anything so real, and it definitely shook me up. It was just a dream, I reasoned with myself. Everything's okay. I'm safe at home and in my bed. But unfortunately, that was not the case for the actual young lady in the dreams. A few days later, I scanned the news and saw a headline of a young woman who was missing. Murder wasn't yet suspected. Yes, murder was not yet suspected. But it was the description of her clothes and the car she was last seen in that sent chills down my spine and made my heart sink. Because I was so new at profiling. Do you think? I was so new at profiling a missing persons case, it took quite a while to get all the facts straight. I found I originally misinterpreted some of the dream's symbolism, and so the first set of information I provided to the police was not enough to help find the body of the missing young lady. However, I knew without a doubt I had some of the details needed to help solve the crime, and so I forged ahead. It had actually took 3 separate dreams that were months apart to finally help put all the pieces of the puzzle together. I made many mistakes along the way and definitely did not provide all accurate details. So although I would love to take credit for helping to find the body, it was not really my persistence that finally led to the scene of the crime. It was the victim's determination and diligence of the local police force. This young lady had continued to show up in my dreams and entrusted me to forward further details to the police. She provided insights to help clear up misconceptions and provided additional clues to help with the case. Her determination was commendable. Her family, they needed closure, and she was determined to ensure they received it. Isn't that amazing? She was determined to ensure they received it. Finding her body would not bring back their daughter, but it would help to heal some of their wounds and bring them peace. On the day they did find her body, I woke up to find the spirit of this young, amazing lady standing in my room holding a bouquet of yellow roses. I immediately knew she was finally at peace. She thanked me that morning for never giving up on her, and in turn, I thanked her for believing in me. In truth, we were both yearning to be found. For her, it was her physical body, enabling both herself and her family to move forward on their journey. For me, it was the discovery and validation of dream walking, an awareness needed to help propel my journey forward, the journey of my own soul works. This event was followed by many trips to the bookstore, more information gathering, and more time spent trying to understand dream time. I was looking for answers on questions I had yet to even articulate. I knew This event was a big shift in my awareness, and I sought to understand more. The second major event, bringing clarity to my questions, was a natural disaster, actually. One night, I had a very vivid dream of a tornado sweeping through our cabin area. And at one point during the encounter, I started to have the distinct feeling my vision was once again providing glimpses of an actual reality. So instead of worrying, I worried, but after I got past that, I stood firm and I protected our cabin, but more importantly, our son, who had been up at a summer camp in the area. I envisioned protective walls being placed around our cabin and the entire perimeter of the camp, and held the intention all would be safe. In the morning, it was confirmed a large plow wind had in fact gone through the area in the night. And that kind of led to my husband and I taking the day off work to go survey the damage and to make sure everything was okay. And the summer camp had been missed entirely by the storm by 1 mile. And all the children were safe. However, the area where our cabin was located was hit hard, with large trees uprooted and extensive damage to the cabins in the area. Upon closer inspection, every single one of our neighbors' cabins and yards were affected, except ours, which literally stood like, what happened? How did I word this? Majestic moment? Except our cabin, which literally looked like invisible walls, were protecting it from destruction. What amazing and humbling discovery. Sure, it sounds crazy. I get it. But I've come to realize we do have the power to protect and heal people, places, and things at any time, even in our sleep. I actually believe I conducted healings for people and events during the night long before I even started to recognize and practice energy healing during the day. It just took me a long time to recognize the patterns. Let's take this discovery one step farther. Yes, I was remote viewing both situations during my sleep, and yes, I did provide help. But could I have done more? For the victim, sure, it was nice to help bring closure to the case, but could I have done anything to prevent the situation from happening in the first place? After all, I did somehow visually access the entire event as it unfolded. If I had realized the magnitude of the situation, could I have intervened sooner? And in the case of the tornado, I may have helped protect our family cabin and the summer camp, but what about all the other areas of destruction? Could I have changed my intentions to completely snuff out the tornado altogether? Is there a way to channel healing energies to people, places, or things who are in need and ultimately help change the course of our history? I believe there is. I believe there is. On a smaller scale, I've already learned to recognize when energy is out of balance and have already learned how to help send light and healing energy to any situation. And I'm not the only one, thankfully. There are many of us in the world who are discovering the same realities. To broaden our reach and make a larger impact on our world, we only need to widen our intentions and radiate even larger thought forms of love and light. I need to say that again, and technically that's even what I wrote in the book, so that's funny. Maybe I knew I'd screw that line up. Anyways, I need to say that again because I believe it will help change the course of our history. It is possible to recognize when energy is out of balance and learn to send light and healing energy to any situation. To broaden our reach and make a larger impact on our world, we only need to widen our intentions and radiate even greater thought forms of love and light. Our world may appear to be in chaos, and there are so many people out there just waiting for somebody special to be born into this world to save us, to remove the darkness, save the planet, heal the sick, feed the hungry, bring peace. To this passive perspective, and it is passive, to this passive perspective of life, I echo what so many wise ones before me have already indicated. We are the ones we have been waiting for. We are the ones. The next step is to recognize, understand, and believe that we are the ones who will bring joy and peace into our world once again. Please observe the current state of our planet, but instead of wallowing in its impending destruction, breathe more light and love into it. Manifest the world we want to live in. Fight the darkness, fear, and hatred we humans have created by sending our world light, love, and hope into every situation and to every nook and cranny. We always had, and always will have access to this light, this divine spark within us. Now please use it. Okay, activating your SOULworks. I believe dreaming occurs in correlation to the stages of our enlightenment. The more aware we become of our connection to spirit, the larger our dream experience becomes. Dreams are a gateway to the soul. They offer a glimpse into our inner thoughts, fears, life purpose, and divine connection. It is a place to receive messages from our higher self. Dreams also offer, wait for it, a portal through which to connect to our guides and loved ones. This sacred dwelling represents a bird's eye view of our life and our progress along our own soul path. Dreams also help to heal our physical and emotional issues. It is during this peaceful state that our bodies rejuvenate and our minds expand. Our sleep time is like a large, coveted coffee break within our life's work. It is a beautiful time to kick back, relax, and reconnect to the divine spirit within. Dreams allow our souls the freedom to guide our actions and encounters from above. I love that. Dreams allow our souls the freedom to guide our actions and encounters from above. Everyone dreams and is given this sacred space to convene with spirit and your higher self, even those who don't remember. Lucid dreaming occurs when we enter a state of awareness within our dreams and realize we are sleeping. During a lucid dream, we are able to become an active participant within the dream and make a conscious effort to change the outcome. Where dreams allow our souls the freedom to guide our actions and encounters from above, lucid dreams allow our human counterpart to also become involved. Lucid dreaming is a raised consciousness while here on earth. It provides a glimpse of our abilities as a divine spirit to alter the outcomes in life. In this respect, lucid dreaming is a demonstration of our greatness and God-given potential within. To dreamwalk is to expand our consciousness beyond our own soul, to look beyond our own individual path and actively observe the paths of others. At this point, we are all still connected to our divine spirit. However, we are also moving into a space where it is possible to view the life works of another. The dreams and visions I encountered of the missing person case is an example of dream walking. In my initial dream, I was remotely viewing the event as it happened. Taking that one step further then to lucid dream walk is to further expand our consciousness to not only observe the paths of others and situations, but to actively send light and love towards the scenario and help facilitate a more positive result. My tornado vision and protective action within a dream state is an example of lucid dream walking. I was remotely viewing and acting upon the destructive weather. One more topic I'd like to discuss is daydreaming. We have the ability to accomplish the same benefits during a brief moment of reflection within a daydream. That's cool, isn't it? We have the same ability to accomplish the benefits during a brief moment of reflection of daydreaming as we do in our sleep. We are still able to connect with our divine self and send positive intentions into our lives. Very cool. Daydreaming is the canvas on which to create our future, and our life is the masterpiece. Use moments throughout the day to masterfully dream your heart's desires. Your move. Honor your sleep time. The majority of society is sleep deprived. Ensure your body receives plenty of rest and downtime. Recognize the benefits this peaceful opportunity provides to your body, mind, and soul on a daily basis. Take the time to relax and open your awareness. Provide yourself with the gift of a sacred routine before and after waking. Pay close attention to the images or insights you receive while going to sleep or just upon waking. This too can be a message from above. Give thanks. Give thanks for the opportunity to interact with the spirit world and rejuvenate your human self. Let go of any guilt for taking time to rest and simply enjoy. Monitor your dream time. Make a formal request to your higher self and angelic team to utilize your dream space for guidance and insights. Even if you don't understand or remember your dreams, give thanks and acknowledge the communication opportunities offered within your sleep. Utilize a dream journal or recording device to keep track of your dreams. Use your intuition to interpret the dreams and trust in your wisdom. If you find this difficult, refer to any dream interpretation book to delve further into the unknown. When recalling dreams, consider if the content is addressing unresolved past issues, present circumstances, or future events. If there is a dream that continues to surface in your life, take a closer look to determine the messages within. Once you acknowledge the message, the reoccurring dream will often fade. Establish healing intentions. Within the portal of our dream state, our bodies have the ability to heal. Sleep is a wonderful and much needed component to help overcome any illness or ailment. Trust your body is rebooting and your health is being restored. Actively set your intention to send and receive any healing required for your highest good. Dream time can also be used to heal events, situations, or outcomes. Even if you have not experienced lucid dreaming, you can still set your intentions prior to going to sleep to send healing energies towards a person, place, or thing. Setting your intention will summon your higher self. Honestly, it summons your higher self to oversee the job and ensure positive vibrations are being created. Once again, request assistance and support from your team. And finally, believe big. Dreaming opens your awareness and creates your realities. You do have the ability to heal and facilitate positive changes in your life during your dream time. Believe in this ability. A wise friend once told me, you can think big, but to truly create a big shift in your life, you need to believe big. Believe in your God-given abilities to positively impact your life and the lives of those around you. While falling asleep, do not let your mind run over past events over and over again like a broken record, focusing on what could have been. Instead, focus on creating what will be. Allow yourself to just dream. Thank you. I'll see you next time.